put down all of the weapons that are futile. They're just popping at symptoms, and they may take care of them in your marriage or in your city or in your home. They may take care of them for a while, but you better believe when one goes away, there's another one coming right back up. Paul says, I'm going to give you some weapons that work. And he gives us, traditionally people say 6, but really I believe there are 7 pieces of armor. I want to tell you briefly what they are. He says you need to make sure that you stand firm in verse 14. Gird your loins with truth. He says then you need a breastplate called righteousness. But he doesn't stop there. He says you need something for your feet. They better be shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Then he says you need a shield, and it's called faith. He says in verse 17, you need a helmet. You need something to guard your mind. You need a helmet called salvation. And you need a sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. And while most people stop there, the Apostle Paul does not. He says, even though these 6 things are important, you need one more thing. In verse 18, he says, and pray. Prayer is the divinely ordained mechanism, y'all, that our God has given us. It's like a key that unlocks the heavens and allows all of the blessings that our God already has for us to actually be dispensed to us. Prayer doesn't manipulate God. It accesses what God has already aligned to us in our lives here on earth. And so pray. If you want victory in your marriage, would you make sure you are a man or a woman of prayer? If you want victory, teenager, in your high school or student at your university, then you got to become a person of prayer. And if you say you want to live victoriously and abundantly and yet you don't pray, then I don't believe you. Because prayer is how we live in the abundance of our God.